Hey YouTube, this is Eddie, and we have a 2-for-1 special. Pretty cool watches. I believe it's Farr and Swit is the brand. I've heard some people online say Farr and Swit. These people, the company's from Illinois, and I'm from Michigan, pretty close by, and I would say that Farr, so I'm hoping that that's what it is. But we've got two watches here today. They're both these mixtape Volume 1 edition boxes. They try to evoke a aesthetic of cassette tape, things from the days gone by. And these guys have some really cool Miami Vice, sort of Vice-inspired chronographs. I think they're all solar powered, and those are a little more expensive, certainly, and by a little I mean a lot, because these are some cheap watches. If you buy two of them, you get a $5 discount. And so I've just bought two of them. I have a buddy who helped me out with some things recently, so I wanted to show him some thanks, and so he's going to get one of these, and one of these is going to get added to my collection. They're 35 bucks a piece. Unless you buy two, then I think they're 30 bucks a piece. So hard to go wrong with something that looks as cool as these. And honestly, quite frankly, I was surprised that the box was this nice. You're selling a watch for 30 bucks, a digital watch. I don't know. I expect the bare minimum, and this has already gone above and beyond that from a packaging standpoint. So let's open the one with the blue dot on it. We've got a really cool retro cassette like sticker. That's neat. We've got this little card here. It's going to tell us how to use this. Actually gives it's funny, the graphics actually mixtape volume 2, even though these are volume 1. But it's telling us to do the stopwatch, the chronograph mode, what that entails. You can see that here. If you've used a digital watch before, this is no revolution. It also does, looks like, have standard mode, but then also for a 12 and 24 hour time, but also in alarm mode. And you can see here some settings for setting the alarm. So pretty basic, but it's a basic digital watch. It's 35 bucks, pretty sweet. Let's get this guy out of the package. Really unique. Time's right too. Which is interesting, I guess, right? Because they're in Illinois. That's in Central Time. I'm in Eastern Time, and I don't know. Someone must have gone through the effort to set the time here. This thing is cool. I mean, sometimes watches, it's just all about the cool factor. It's got the date right, the time right. Even though I'm in Eastern Time, that's pretty sweet. I mean, the strap doesn't feel like anything super special, but it's a digital watch strap. It goes perfectly with this semi-transparent watch case. The back is not transparent, but let's see what it says here. If we can get our camera to focus in. Having a real hard time today, aren't we? But it does say retro digital from Farr and Swit. 5 ATM water resistant. It has a CR 2016 battery, so you can get that kind of Amazon grocery store. It's pretty common. Water resistant, again, up here. So it says it up here, water resistant, but then there's a graphic down here. And it's pretty cool. So my wrist check today, I'm wearing a Shinola green and white. I always call it the unofficial Michigan State watch. What are you wearing on your wrist? Let me know in the comments down below. Behind the camera, I'm wearing a Detroit City FC jersey. So it only felt right to wear Shinola. But now we're going to see how the Farr and Swit mixtape looks on the wrist. This one, again, the semi-transparent blue. And it certainly adds a color pop to really anything you're wearing, I would say. Really, really interesting. And the band, even though I said it doesn't feel great, I don't know, it feels pretty good now that it's on the wrist. So let's take a look at that. Do we have another catcher on the strap? No, we don't. So we have to move this one out. There we go. Looking pretty good. The clasp doesn't look like it has any branding, but I mean, it's a cheaper watch. But I mean, just look how cool that looks. I mean, if you wear this, you're gonna get questions. You got the pop of yellow in here, the cassette tape look, very visible date. This, I'm already thinking that this is a button right up here. Just feels like a natural place for a button. No button up there. Right here we have the start-stop functionality for the chronograph, but also switching us to 12 or 24 hour time format, which is really nice. So if you prefer to see it, in different time, or if you're talking, I talk to Europeans at work sometimes, and they'll usually reference the time in 24-hour format, so I can quickly switch. That's kind of cool. We've also got the mode select down here, and then we've got, oh, we have a nice backlight, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to be visible, obviously, in bright light. Let's get a little bit of darkness. Oh yeah, very legible, very cool. This watch is just sweet. Sometimes watches are just about the cool factor. This watch, I would say, venture to say, it's one of the cheapest watches you can get with cool factor. And it's just so light on the wrist. I mean, it's a digital watch, there's not a ton to it. You know, even like a quartz watch, there's more to that heft. And then of course you wear any kind of automatic watch, there's a lot going on there. This is just, it's awesome. You know, fling it around, ride your bike with it, go on a run, take walks. I mean, pretty sweet. I'm a lot more impressed even than I thought I would be with that one. So that is, as far as I understand, a regular issue model. I don't think there's anything super limited edition about it. I'll put it back in the case in the box. But what I did buy, I did see on the website this other one here. This one actually is a limited edition because it's a negative display. So this one that we looked at has your more traditional digital watch display with the dark numbers against a light background. This other one has just the opposite. So it's going to be light letters against a dark background, which I'm not sure if I've ever had a digital watch ever. I haven't had too many over the years, but I don't think I've ever had a digital watch with that going on. So in here, we've got a sticker that's a little bit different. Watches and gear there. This one's just a cassette tape, so if that matters. Different sticker. Let's see if there's any different functionality. Does not look like it. Yeah, this is the same exact card with the same exact representative watch model, even though this is the negative version of it. Yeah, same functionality. So, same price too. This one I thought was pretty sweet because it's the clear model. So you can see, I mean, this strap, you can see right through that thing. And then we've got the negative time, of course, which does, at first glance, seem a little less legible. I mean, of course, I'm in the light right now. Maybe it has a little better visibility in the dark. Let's get this one on the wrist. Here's a sneak peek. It's pretty clear popping it on my wrist here. This watch is just gonna go with more stuff. Yeah, it's gonna go with more stuff, and it's also inherently a lot less visible than the other one. But let's take a look at it on the wrist. It's sick. The dark background with the light numbers, even though it's not quite as visible, when you're looking at it, it's really cool looking. This transparent band is really, really cool. And then if you'll notice at this one, just because it's the transparent one, we can see this kind of design feature at the bottom, or maybe it's part of the movement or something. You can see that right here, and you can see it up top. So it does give the watch, yes, they're different colors, of course, but it does give the watch a different look to it, right? We've got the clear, and then we've got this dark up top, dark at the bottom with the negative, right? So it just looks and wears, at least at glancing, they wear the same, but glancing at it just seems different. This one's definitely gonna go with more stuff. You're still gonna get a little bit of color pop because of the cassette tape type design. This one, of course, right, it's an accent piece. It sticks out. It's more legible. I dare say it's more practical. You can see some of the legibility comparison here. And then if I put them in the dark, we saw the light on that one. You put them in the dark, and I turn the light on here, you can see, that light comparison in comparison to, we stick this one in the dark, it just seems brighter to me. It seems more legible. So it's a practicality versus cool factor standpoint. It's gonna be tough for me to decide which one to give to my buddy. I love that this is pretty clear and just disappears around your wrist almost, and then we got the cool design up front with that negative, and it is limited edition. But I love colors, and this is just a pretty sick watch too. So what do you think? Are you gonna be in for one of these? I bought these with my own money, but I really love their chronographs, their solar power chronograph series. Oh, man, I just love the way this watch looks on the wrist. Sometimes a summer watch or just a watch in general is about the cool factor. These watches have the cool factor in spades. What do you think? What do you think of this brand, of these watches? Do you own any of their other watches? Let me know. And then, of course, give me a wrist check. Let me know what you're wearing on your wrist right now in the comments down below. I'm Eddie White, and I'll see you in the next one.